Hey all, this is Gnosis. We're doing a bonus episode. I'm currently uploading here, so you can see I'm uploading part 5 here currently. Part 5 is the only part I have left to upload. Normally I just, start removing them as I, upload them. So we're going to continue on where we left off at the Corner PC item shop with 44 played, so still under 5 hours. So that means that this is going to be part 6, and basically we finished disc 1 in 3 parts and stuff that, and now this is probably most likely going to be the finish of this part basically, and stuff that, and that's really good of course. We need to turn on the max damage, we need to turn on the high speed, we need to turn on the safe travel I think, but I don't think we need to change any of our equipment. I think all of them are good, pretty much, because we don't have anything we don't want to have equipped, pretty much. Right, but we have a stronger fork. I need to remember that we have a stronger fork. We have oak staff also we can eventually equip as well. And we will do all of these side quests now. I mean, the side quest is from Moonstone. Right. Should we call it safe again? Normally I want to go for another name, but it's just like I can't come up with any good name, and stuff that. Okay. And so you want to start with using. Yes, you want to start with that flute and get protect. Stippled hat. We're gonna prioritize spells if possible here. So cure, kill, maniac, ability up from silk robe is important. Shell, protect. Fairy earrings is gonna be really good by the way. Otherwise cure we can have from there. But fairy earrings is good. So that we can have 2 characters with fairy earrings at this point. Outer region, ability up, level up. We cannot above them both, so we need to skip outer region and we get level up here. And we get for the temp, and yeah. So then we don't need to have the golden flute equipped pretty much for the outer region, or we still need to have that equipped, can I, but yeah. Right, let's get this. I said that we wasn't gonna do it, but we can do it very very quickly because it's a very quick path to actually do everything here. Like controlling is not the easiest thing around controlling this. And then we do this. Then you do the stone here, right here. Okay. Okay, and then we go here. Okay, and we do that. We deactivate that mode. Yeah, we get magic tag, we get the ethers. And this doesn't have a shop. So we don't need to do that save, that's completely useless waste of time. To do that save, I forgot, do we need to? Because that's a statue. Yeah, we don't need to go to that yet. Hopefully I haven't missed any of the stones so far. What's that? And that's because I leave at 3, which they call sanctuaries and the other characters too. Yeah. And of course, you might be, oh, why are you redoing the attempt? You're not gonna get it again, because there are probably gonna be people that think that, you cannot get it. But, for example, you can see that I have both Excalibur 1 trophy and Excalibur 2 trophy, and I got it back in 2017, which was when the game came out, by the way. Yeah. But at some point, we might later on in the future do a legitimate run at some point, and stuff that. I didn't know if we was gonna survive Quake or not there. Right. Okay. Right, and we need to... Right, and we just cure up here a bit. Need to double check here, so... Right, so... Okay, so we have the ability up now from that. Do we start learning scan? Oh, actually, Magician's Shoes I think is gonna be good here. Magician's Shoes. Is the Maniac from that? I get to make that on. But that's everything for now. Then we just arrange again, and this is also one of the things. And then we go this way. And here we have also one of the things, and this I think is the last thing, right? Correct. After this, that's everything. I'm pretty certain, yeah, because that's the difference in that direction. So yeah. So now we go back here. Yes, this is just one other moonstone, but it's good to actually have several moonstones here. Right, and we put red stone in, put blue stone in, put yellow stone in, put green stone in. Something came out from the back and it's a moonstone. Because there's something that you get for getting like all 3 moonstones. There's normally like a... there is a trophy you get for it, but I believe there is an actual reward to it also when you find all of the moonstone that you actually handed in somewhere. I think. The moonstones, that is, I think. Maybe you needed 3 moonstones for the things. So this mundane sorry, of course. I'm pretty certain that we're still right under 4 hours. And if we can get to the Leaf 3 path before the 4 hour or whatever 5 hour mark. Or what? Almost. So I forgot what was the timer. Or what are we at? Rather. Okay. Okay. And I'm pretty certain the correct amount of people through the food for is 11 actually. Because you need to count in green basically. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're still under 5 hours, that's good. Because reduce the speed. So we can make sure that we get Libra here. We don't need to go to the wall, I don't think. Okay. Mocca Momatose. I think I put them in the wrong thing last time. I think it's the small one that's supposed to fish actually, the Shimomo guy. Shimomo is the one that tells you about the fish. So Shimomo knows how to fish. Right. And that has to be Momatose because Mocca is the one that talks about knowing about the food, right? But I don't know if they start rewarding you for something, you know, stuff that if they actually reward you with something if you finish. There's also a treasure chest here, but I don't think you can... Oh, right, you could get it, but I forgot to see what that was even. But yeah, so now we have Libra and Birga, or we'll go talk to him. Okay. And then go back here. And yeah, you need to see this. You need to see that in order to trigger the other thing here. Alright, you need to do the Eidolon wall thing, that's the thing. Right, because you need to go to the Eidolon wall. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then of course 11 is the correct amount because that's the water. Nope. I hope I got it correctly this time, because I think that right that you're supposed to listen to what they say, what they're good at, basically. Because you need to ask Guina for help, basically, because Guina actually does help you with food, by the way. But I don't know what doing it perfect even does, or if it gives you an item, because I don't think it does. Yeah, because we need to do the Eidolon wall stuff now. Okay. Right, and now we'll do this. And now we can see if we have done it correctly here. Your bait no good. Is it only strong enough to make food for 9 people? Here is the thing, right, that means that we choose the wrong person for cooking, right? If they say the heat. I forgot, is there more you can get here with the heat? You know, like is there more to the thing? I don't think there is. To the cooking thing here. Okay. Yeah, because wow, the fish is just right. Alright, because you don't see that fish otherwise. It doesn't look the same. This is perfect, it feels like a restaurant food, he says. Okay, we're still under 5 hours. That's pretty good. Orb. And the FFIX Finium here, and we do this. So we have a FFIX Finium, we can sell them, we have 2 ethers. That's gonna bring up our cash a bit again. But then you just get this. I forgot what reward this actually gives. Right, and you loot the coffee here. That's the second coffee, and the final one is in somewhere. Fine. Okay. And I'm pretty certain that clearing it in this episode means that, okay, we cleared this too in this episode, which is a little bit over 5 hours most likely, you know, and stuff like that, so which is gonna be good. But I want to make sure that we go inside the village so before we get to the Lifa tree, because there are also Bible things here. We sell the 2 eaters, we sell a remedy, we sell the magic tag, we sell the FFIX Union. And we sell 4 tents, leaving 1 tent. Now Gladius looks way more, you know, doable to get. My pinwheels there, and also powerful steel, I believe, even though they're like, you know, not super necessary. I'm pretty certain we need 2 though, but we might be able to actually get that later. I forgot what skills it has. Do you have anything to do with Gladius? You have Annoy and like a 7. Annoy like a 7, and that has Sacrifice and like a 7. So basically you learn the alloy, then you move on to Sacrifice, and then eventually turn to it. But we need to basically use Ogre, the Ogre after this. So that's it. But yeah, so we're now we're at over 5 hours here now, and yeah, so 5 hours, but we're about to do Lifa 3 now, and that means that we're guaranteed at least to be probably below 5:30 in time. I'm pretty certain also the encounters here are really good to get, by the way. Okay, blah blah. And this is the ruby, which means that it's Ifrit actually that was sealed here. Right. Is it read right? Just carbuncle right. So we need to do this. Okay. Again, there was also a chest that we actually missed on the main playthrough, by the way, because there's a special chest that you can get in a certain location here. We actually want to make sure that we do the same though, in case we screw up a certain thing. Because I don't know how hard the mob is gonna hit, because I'm pretty certain that one of the mobs here are gonna get a certain hit off here. Yeah. So we're at. Okay. I'm pretty certain that all of the other clips are uploaded, by the way. Yeah. All of the other clips are uploaded. That's good. Ride the elevator, and it's very, very easy to like select the wrong thing when you're like moving fast, because you don't know. Okay, I'll try standing on it. And right then they wouldn't have been able to go down if he wouldn't have been in the path, you know, because you know. But yeah, but there's another switch you can hit here in this. Well, not on the first screen. There's another switch you can hit somewhere, by the way, like not like, okay, you have this switch here, of course, but then there's basically another switch later down, basically, that you also can hit somewhere. Right, you hit that switch here. And that gives you that chest, I think. But I'm not 100% certain. One of them is Lamia's flute. It's actually pretty good as well because that's floatstone and silence. So, okay. Yeah. And of course we have the auto attack thing on here. So that or the auto battle thing on. The first encounter is not a hard one, of course. The thing is though that from the zombies there's an important thing that you can learn, that you need to learn with Grina later on. But yeah, you cannot change the party at this point, by the way. And this is where you meet the zombie dragon thing. There are several chests here, by the way. There's actually more than one. There's 3, I think. Right, and now we need to check here. So just learn that, and then he needs to equip lighting staff now to learn everything from that. And we're done with Mage's Hat, but there's nothing better really. Silk robe is almost done. Golem stubble hat. We've learned the stuff from. So now we can equip the bandana for the Insomaniac. We can equip the Mithril amulet. We can de-equip Stardust Rod and equip Silence from the Mithril Rod. And we can get what we want to pick up Jelly here. Can also set up turn off the outspeed here because wait. I thought there was one that was almost like up here. You can actually switch screens here, by the way. Don't talk to that yet. There it is. There's the Brigandine. Because the Brigandine is very, very important actually. Because the Brigandine is ability up for him. And that's just something that you use. That's just an auto equip right away because we do this. I forgot this is add status that you equip here. That adds silence. Ogre's darkness, slow from Gladius, trouble from Exploder, and root to poison. Because keep in mind that all of those eaters are like really, really important. Otherwise, when you're doing a battle, right? So yeah. What we want to check just here a bit quick. We want to check the stuff we have equipped here on the characters. Like that, we'll just bring it up to 8. That still won't be enough for the outer region. Right, that's the trigger for it, by the way. That's the trigger for the encounter. Okay. Here's the boss. And you can actually see some pretty decent stuff here. But for the most part, we're gonna skip most of the steals on a couple of few encounters coming up, basically. And we're gonna only really steal from where we can steal the dagger that's really expensive, because that one is really important. And then we'll skip from the Lipa tree. Right. Okay. Okay, now we have the FFIX Union as well, and we also have some new stuff here. So we have Butterfly Sword learned, so now we can begin with Ogre finally. The Ogre. We don't need Feather Hat anymore here, we can actually equip Counter now here. Okay, and we're seeing a Brigand in there. Lightning Staff is not done. Mage's Hat is done, of course, which has been for a while. And Silk Robe is not done yet. Fairy Earrings are done though. So Peridot could seem like a pretty brilliant at this point, which it is, in order to learn to Dara faster. And her flute is done, the first flute though. So that's Float, Stone of Silence, Stone of Celestial, and that is back here. So equip Llamas flute. Okay, so the Bronze West there is done, and we need Auto Potion, right? Or Locomotion from that, Auto Potion first. And then we equip the Metal Scan, level up from that. And then Lamia's Tiara is... I mean, someone else could use that, so we go back to Mage's Hat, and then we equip Molten Racket is done, that is done, so we only have the scan left here to get. There we go. Right, that's the setup pretty much. So now we can get the level up here. So we actually need to do that. We have ability up already, right? Yeah, ability up. Ability up and level up. And then he already has level up equipped, and then we need to have the main character with level up, right? But he doesn't have level up yet, right? He doesn't. He won't have it yet because, you know, because these two are using the fairy earrings. But once he gets done with it, you can soon start using it on him. And pretty much. Okay, so we're gonna be able to get it before 5:30 pretty much, because we're at 5:12 right now, and there's not that much of the disc left now. And that's really good, by the way, because you can compare it to the first recording, how many parts it was before we got done with disc 1. And I probably should have added that to the parts, because that just makes it easier to tell you know, the progress and stuff that. Do the enter and exit stat. Okay, that doesn't put up the shop. So we need to go here first. We have bandit equipped, right? Normally I would like to have as much defense as possible here for this fight, basically. What's our spirit at? Our spirit is at 27. We don't have the best stuff for spirit here equipped, actually. Actually, we want to make sure that we also after you learn about this and we loot the chest, by the way, we need to make sure that we actually sleep here, just so we can get our HP back. And we want to steal the stuff from the boss, by the way, because one of them is poison knuckles, and poison knuckles is ridiculous otherwise. This is such a fucking bullshit thing, because you move up, but then you move out of the door. You need to hold left basically to get it. Instead of that, it's just very annoying how it's set up there. But they don't allow you to do that thing yet. Yeah, because they will heal you here actually. Right. Okay. 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 So we remove the damage, right? Because in case I get a lucky first turn, you know, and stuff that doesn't start attacking immediately, it would be bad. Okay. And then turn off auto battle for this fight. I don't know if this is enough health though. Okay. Stole ether. I don't think he has any special attacks he can use though, however. Oh, now we're getting pretty unlucky here. I don't really want to waste all my trance, by the way. And I'm pretty certain that we can just kill him in one trance move otherwise. But here's the thing, if we would have equipped our strongest weapon, this would have been way easier. We are going to need to use our move here. Now because of that Earth Shift Break. I think this might actually kill him. Okay, that does not kill him. We got really unlucky there, by the way. Couldn't steal anything. Because this steal is important just because of the fact that the poison knuckles. This should be an easy steal. This is like one of the easier steals to get. Like, this is not a steal from my face. And the main problem is that we didn't save in the village or outside the village. So our previous save is the one in the Leafa tree, which is really bad, which is why I don't want to do this too long here. I mean, we could just damage him again. I'm gonna have to heal after this though. Stop poison knuckles, unless we just finish him. Okay. Okay. And he learns how to haste there. Okay, now we have learned this without haste stuff. Normally you would want to put fairy earrings on at this point, but of course he hasn't learned her thing yet, so now we go with that so we can learn MP attack, because MP attack, right, is normally the thing that carries you and stuff that during a run like this, by the way. Normally, at least. Yeah, I forgot how much gear it steals each time, basically, when you steal gear, you know, but it's dependent on exactly. I don't remember. Yeah, the rest is good, so we can rest apart health. Okay. And now what we get in here, of course, it's the key item memory earrings that you get there. And then we had the music, and then we just the sanctuary scene here. I forgot that the speeding it was so good. And the funny thing is, you know, that I thought that, I was gonna have to, you know, not steal from hardly any battles at all. That we have been able to steal the stuff that we really need to. And the thing is, the later steals are more important because then items are more expensive. But the thing is, we want to make sure that we reach a certain point with enough time so that we can steal even if we get really, really unlucky, pretty much. Because that's just the way things work, pretty much. Because basically in this tree, when we go, we need to steal the Orchard Salon dagger, which is basically the best regular dagger for Saddam. And stuff like that, and of course he has some more powerful weapons in memory and stuff like that, but the dagger is still very, very good to use and stuff like that, just for a pretty long time, you know, and stuff like that, unless you immediately want to just slap on the tower when you get it, you know, stuff like that. Okay. Okay, and we're not going to call him Xenosis this time, we're going to call him, of course, Oats. And Goats. Goats and Goats. Is that how you spell it? No, you cannot spell it in Oats. Or, you cannot even spell it, I bet. Fine, let's just use that one then. Right. This is the setup that we actually need to go for. And the reason is that because we want them both to use up their fairy earrings. Pretty much here, basically, both of them need to use up their fairy earrings. So the main character can equip them. Stuff like that. And let's just turn off his stuff first here. So we can sort the stuff. Right. And then we use the cat's claw for a bit before we equip Poison Knuckle. And of course, headgear is the first thing in the Beast Killer. And then the plate for another chakra there. And then we could technically get a Beast Killer from Moonstone there if we want to. See, is there anything else that is really important right now? Yes, it's actually running shoes is what we want immediately on him. Because we get auto haste, we skip the killers. Normally I would like to have counteractive especially since we're not stealing, right? We're not going to steal anything in a while. So there's absolutely no reason not to use counter. Keep in mind, for example, if you make sure that you don't have any regular potions, then you will always like self-heal with high potions, which can be useful, but there's no X potions in this, you know, which is a bit weird, you know, so yeah. But I'm guessing, right, if you have auto potion on a character that has chemist, then it's like really, really powerful and stuff, that's, yeah. But you want to go back in here, by the way, because you can trade here again. We'll trade 2 eaters. 1 magic tech, 1 remedy, 1 phoenix pinion, 1 tent. Right. And we have a poison knuckle. Get a magic omelet. Get 1 more ritual hat. Get 1 more magician's cloak. Get 5 of those, actually get 3 Luminous Tiara, get 3 of that. And that's the last buy in the game pretty much. That we do at least for now. Because you just want to equip ritual hat on everyone that can pretty much have a ritual hat, by the way. Because that also has undead killer. The ritual hat is pretty good, by the way. So we're at 5:25, so we're not gonna exactly be at 30 minutes, of course, for this too, you know, and stuff like that, but yeah. And keep in mind, we will of course continue on in this 3 as much as possible, but yeah. Okay. And keep in mind that we don't want to do any encounters here, because I don't think the encounters are changed yet. But we don't want to use the increased speed, by the way, for the encounters with those things that chases you, because we only want to turn on the speed when we're doing the actual battle, so we can get as many of those battles as possible here. But it's not in the front row, right? Okay. Okay. And yeah, you can also skip this cutscene, by the way, because it actually loads in the models being on the ship actually. But it doesn't look like that in that cutscene, but yeah, but it's just like... Oh, this is really bad. I mean, it's not that bad, but still. The auto battle is good. Okay, and then we... Alright, he's in the front row, that's why he took the damage. bit of an MP waste not having a regular queue, but we're gonna have to deal with it. So still a quest for your cotton rope for that. Cotton rope shell. Okay. Okay, right, because you left the party now and stuff that, so yeah, that's important. Of course, once the thief learns that, well, then we can equip that on another character. And the Brigandine, by the way, is going to be important for this character as well, so yeah. And here's the final save for this too. It's gonna go into this Lotter course, because that was the hunt thing, and that was the end of this one. And this is now the end of the disc 2 save. And we're at 5:30 exactly now. Right, we shouldn't move with the speed on, because then we're gonna encounter way less, because you're supposed to get your these encounters, by the way. Locomotion from that, but there was nothing there. We're gonna learn Soul Blade from the very next encounter, because this is normally what you're supposed to do here. And normally, the thing is, like, if you move with speed on, then you're only gonna guarantee to get 2 encounters here, or whatever, right? I want to make sure that we get 3 encounters here. I'm just gonna wait for the other 2, basically, pretty much at this point. Because the reason for that is because now we've learned Soul Blade from the Ogre, meaning now we can finally equip Gladius, and we can get Annoy from Gladius, and then once we go into Explode, that we learn Sacrifice, and then we can go and get Root Tooth. So we have everything from Lammer's Tiara now, and then we use the Quick Ritual Hat. That's everything from Magic Armlet, and then we use Quick Mithril Armlet instead. And then we have everything from Fairy Earrings. And then we equip Outer Potion, the Shell thing. Yes. He learned Beast Killer, so then he wants to learn Antibody. And then instead of Power Belt, the level up things from that. And then when he gets done with running shoes, he's gonna get his level up thing, because we really want to get the level up things as quickly as possible. So Auto Haste, Steel Gillen, add status, remove those, so we can get level up. Okay, and then if we remove Body Temptum, we can also have Auto Regen here. Right, just leave it on here. Okay, we got 2 encounters at least. I know that you are supposed to be able to get 3 there if you used to run normally or whatever, right? Leviathan is not really that good at that point, but yeah. Okay. And technically, when this thing ends, that's technically when disc 3 starts, pretty much. So yeah. And she doesn't cut her hair yet, by the way. Okay. Now it's all of this talking again. There's a bunch of talk. Then of course the first character we will get to control will be Vivi again, which is actually pretty funny. It kind of feels like it's supposed to be a callback to like Disc 1, the fact that you play Vivi first, you know. Yeah, so now we are in control of him, and there's a few things to do right now. We arrange first. Normally I wouldn't go in here because you don't actually need to speak to him here. I forgot, is there anything that they add here? I thought there was something you could get here, but apparently not, and he's gonna use the dot. And this is normally also where we want to make sure that we make a save here, by the way, before we go and see the play, because the play actually triggers a certain thing. Okay, hello Douglas, you have absolutely nothing I need. Yes. Have absolutely nothing I need, and then we get the Mission thing. And here's the thing, right? I believe that you can actually wait with doing the Moogle mail delivery thing. Just as long as you get that thing, you can finish it even if you don't do the rest of the Moogle quests, if I remember correctly, right? There's Engelblast there, which requires Gladius, by the way, and we can make a Magician's Robe at this point. Which is 100% that you want. We could make another Fairy Earrings, of course, which is really good. But the anklet is what we really want to get with the gold choker and stuff. That pearl robe, of course, we wanna just make that, because pearl robe is really useful. Yeah, now we have gotten Magician's Robe here. Magician's Robe is again very powerful and stuff that, but it's not the best. But you go in here. Get that Gladius. We don't get anything else there right now, even though there's some decent stuff here, because we need to save the money. Because we need 9,000 for that. But basically, you want to avoid going there first, so that we can go in here. And in here, of course, we can talk to Stitskin, we can get those Pink Finian High Potion Elixir. way, and I believe now it doesn't matter calling this. I think this will still give you the cards Shiva and the thing. No, this would give you the first ones, okay. So if you miss them on this one, you can still get them here. Nice, nice, nice. That's very nice actually that you can get them here. That means that you don't miss out on them. On the card collecting thing, so... Okay, how good is our... Rama seems way better this time. Yeah, Rama has way more directions this time. We're all a decent team as well. So yeah. So definitely feels like sometimes you can get really good rolls on certain cards, and then they are way more useful. That just makes winning the card thing easier. Okay. And this is basically now the start of disc 3, you could almost say at this point, because now we save into this slot. And then we will only have 2 slots we can use at this point, until I do the certain thing I talked about, that I used to save with the other 2 play things, you know, in another spot. Yeah. So normally what I would do here, what we can do, this is just for trophies by the way, is we leave this save file alone basically pretty much, because this is the save file that you need to use to, let me show you where it is by the way, because you need to do the one with the pollen, you need to alternate between pressing, I think it's X and square or X and circle or something like that, or maybe square and circle, which is really annoying to press really quickly and stuff like that. And stuff like that, but apparently people are saying that it's easy, like, because there's a trick to it, I think. But it might also be depending on what controller you have and stuff like that, but yeah. But you go down here basically, and you know, like, or not. I think you select size 2. I don't like running, and then you need to get him all the way up to level 8 to get the thing, that least thing. But there is also a way to select the same direction all the time, like you can get really lucky and they can shuffle into the same place all the time. You can basically select left over and over again, and then you can basically get it, by the way. And I think right that the higher your player level is, right, the higher your stuff gets, right. But yeah. Right, we should just exit here now. So yeah, so we need to upload this video as well, of course. Yeah. Now we're into this day, of course, and the last save that we did, of course, on disc 2, were basically at what? How much was it? It was at 5 hours 30 minutes. So we're at the disc 3 with a little bit over 5:30 basically, and stuff like that. So I mean that's very good in my opinion. The fact that we're below 6 hours, so that means that we got more than 6 hours to spare basically at this point. Well, I mean not really, right, but we need to reach disc 4. Like, I mean, like disc 4, I want to make sure that we probably have 2 hours or maybe 3 or 4 to spare, maybe. But yeah, but here's the thing, right? If this disc will only be 3 parts, basically, like it will be part, what do I say, part 7, 8 and 9. If we can do it in those 3 parts, and that's an additional 3 hours, that will put us at like okay, some 6, 7, 8 hours, and then of course we will be at almost 9 hours then when we finish Terra. And if we do that at 9 hours, then we have like 3 hours to go when we're doing